goals for the year 2024. So I have 9 reading goals for 2024. The first one is I want to read at least one classic each month of the year, because every time I read a classic, I find that it's much more meaningful and impactful and it changes me in some way. So I want to read more classics, but obviously it's more difficult to read classics than contemporary books, so I don't read many classics, but I want to read at least one classic each month in 2024. And the second goal is I want to read at least one children's classic each month in 2024. That is because children's classics also have a same effect on me. They are more impactful. I learn something from them each time I read them, and I want to keep getting those lessons and morals from those children's classics, because even though they're children's classics, they are so important and vital, and they sometimes teach us important values like kindness and transformation and respect, and it's just a very wonderful journey reading children's classics. So I want to read at least one children's classic each month of the year. And my third goal for 2024 is to read one sci-fi book each month, because sci-fi is a genre which intimidates me a lot. I don't know why, even though I studied science at school in a higher secondary school, but still I just feel so intimidated by sci-fi. I just feel like I won't understand the book or the movie if it is a sci-fi movie, and so I am very reluctant and hesitant while watching a sci-fi movie or reading a sci-fi book. So I want to read more sci-fi books, so that's why I want to read at least one sci-fi book each month of the year in 2024. And my next goal is to read at least one book talk book each month, and that is because every time I read a book talk book, I actually like it, because I think that since these books are so likable, that's why they have become so famous on BookTok and Bookstagram and BookTube. So I want to use that resource, which is BookTok, which already gives us the books which are the best. So I want to read at least one BookTok book each month of the year. And my other reading goal is to read at least 100 books in 2024. So for that, I'll have to read at least 8 books each month of the year. So that's another goal of mine. And my next goal is to read at least one Kindle book each month of the year, because I feel like what I do is, if I'm listening to audiobooks, I just keep listening to audiobooks, and then I lose touch with reading paperback books and Kindle books. And then when I come back to reading Kindle books and paperback books, it becomes very difficult for me. So that's why I want to read at least one Kindle book each month, and I also want to read at least one physical book each month of the year. So that is another goal of mine. And another goal of mine is to read at least one audiobook each month of the year. So those are my 9 goals: to read at least one audiobook each month of the year, at least read one Kindle book each month of the year, and one physical book each month, and one sci-fi book each month, one classic book each month, one children's classic book each month, one book talk book each month, and to read 100 books throughout the year. And yeah, my last goal, which I forgot to mention, was to read at least one non-fiction book each month of the year, because non-fiction books, they teach us a lot, and I feel like every time I read a non-fiction book, I get to know a lot of stuff most of the times when I read a non-fiction book. So that's why I want to read more non-fiction books, and that's why I want to read one non-fiction book each month of the year, because I feel like I don't read that many non-fiction books, because obviously they are also more difficult to read when compared to fiction books. So these were my reading goals for the year 2024. Tell me, what are your reading goals for 2024 in the comments, and thanks for watching.